ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ತಂಡದ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಸಮಯ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಅವರು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಓನರ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪುಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಆಲ್ ದಿ ವೆರಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ತಂಡದವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಆಲ್ ದಿ ವೆರಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಎರಡು ತಂಡಕ್ಕೂ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಬಸ್ಲದೆ. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ತಂಡ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಆಟವನ್ನ ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜೀಸ್ನ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಫಾಲ್ಟ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೋಡೋಣ, ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಎರಡು ತಂಡಗೂ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ವೆರಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ಓವರ್ ಟು ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಬಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ತಂಡದಿಂದ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಒಬ್ರು ಸ್ಕೋರಿಂಗ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬನ್ನಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಎಸ್, ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಶುಭ ದಿನ. ಮೂರನೇ ದಿವಸದ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ ಆರಂಭವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. Bajrangi boys were the toss selected to field first. ಪಂದ್ಯ ಆರಂಭವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಣ್ಣ ಸ್ಕೋರರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಲೈವ್ ಇದು ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾರು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಬೌಲರ್ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ.
ಸಚಿನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಅದು ಫೋನ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಬೌಲರ್ ವಿಪಿ ವಿಜಯ್ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆದ ಚೆಂಡು ಬಹಳ ಶುದ್ಧ ಹೊಡೆತ. ಅದು ಹಾಕೋ ಕೆಳಗಿದ್ದ. ಒಂದೆಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಹುಲ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದೆಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಪಿ. ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಆಡುತ್ತಾ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ, ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಬೌಲ್ಡ್. ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಹುದ್ದರಿ ನೆಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಉತ್ತಮ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ. ಮುಂದೆ ಆಡುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ತನ್ಮೂಲಕ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಹುದ್ದರಿ ನೆಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಮಂಜು ಔಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೊದಲ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಬಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್. ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಅದು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಲೈವಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ. ಅಂಕಣ ಒಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ದಾಂಡಿಗರ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾರು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್? ವರುಣ್ ಹೊಸ ದಾಂಡಿಗ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆದ ಚೆಂಡು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಂತ ಚೆಂಡು ಲೆಗ್ ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ.
2 ಓಟದ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿಯ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಂತ ಚೆಂಡು ಚಂದ್ರಪ್ರಭಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಕಿಲಾಡಿಗಳು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನಮಾನ್ಯತೆ ಪಡೆದಂತಹ ನಟ ಕೂಡ ಚಂದ್ರಪ್ರಭಾ.
ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಾ ಇದು? ಹೇಳಿದೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಆ ಬಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಅಕಲನ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಬಿದ್ದಂತ ಚೆಂಡು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಓಟಗಳ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಓವರ್? ಮೊದಲ ಓವರ್ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯದ ಬಳಿಕ ತರದ ಮೊತ್ತ 4-1. ದಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಷ್ ಓವರ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 4 for 1. 4-1. ಮೇಡಮ್ ಒಟ್ಟು ಓವರ್ ನಾಲ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ಕೋರರ್. ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ. ಸುಚಲ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ವೈಟ್ ಬಾಲ್. ಗೂಟಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಡಿಕೆ. ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸುಚಲ್ 2-3 ಹೆಜ್ಜೆದ ಓಡಿ ಬಂದು ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆದ ಚೆಂಡು ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಹಾಕಲ್ಲ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಂತ ಚೆಂಡು LBW ಸೂಚನೆ ಯಶಸ್ಸನ್ನು ದಾಖಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆರಂಭಿಕ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಮೇಲ್ಗೈಯನ್ನ ಸಾಧಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಬಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್. ಎರಡು ಮೂರು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆದ ಓಡಿ ಬಂತು. ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿವ್ಯೂಗೆ ಮೊರೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ ಕೂಡ. TPL ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೀಸನ್ 4 N1 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟವನ್ನ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಪಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸಚಿನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳ ಪುನಃ. ಸಚಿನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ದ್ಯಾ ಬಸ್? ಸಚಿನ್ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಬೇಕಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು? ನೀ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋಣ, ನೀ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಂತ ಕಾದು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಉತ್ತಮ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ಎಸೆತ ಸೂಚನ್ ಮುಖ್ಯನ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಹೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಚೆಂಡು ಆಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಕೂಡ ಮಿಡ್ ಲೆಗ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಭಾಗವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಮನವಿ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸೂಚನ್ ಮುಖ್ಯನ. ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರದ ಎರಡನೇ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಕೂಡ ವಾಪಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆರಂಭಿಕ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಮೇಲ್ಗೆ ಸಾಧಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಬಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್. ಮೂರನೇ ದೇಶದ ಮೊದಲ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ CCC ಅಂಕಣದಲ್ಲಿ. ಕೊಲಂಬೋ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಂಕಣ. TPL ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕೊಲಂಬೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎರಡು ಅಂಕಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ ಸಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದೆಡೆ CCC ಅಂಕಣ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದೆಡೆ ಬ್ಲೂಮ್ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂಕಣ. ಹೊಸ ದಾಂಡಿಗರ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್? ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅಂಕಣ ಒಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪವನ್ ಭಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಆಟಗಾರ, ಗುಟ ರಕ್ಷಕ ಕೂಡ ಪವನ್ ಭಟ್, ಆಲ್ರೌಂಡರ್. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಜೀವ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸತ ಸಿಲಿಮಿಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಭಾಗ ತಳ್ಳಿದ್ರು. ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕವರ್ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಓಟದ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ. ಪವನ್ ಭಟ್ ಖಾತೆ ಆರಂಭಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರ ಸಚಿನ್
ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಒಂದು ಎಸೆತ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸುಚನ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಕರಾವಳಿ ಮೂಲದ ಎಸೆತಗಾರ, ಕುಂದಾಪುರ ಮೂಲದ ಎಸೆತಗಾರ. ಕಾಂತಾರ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಟಿಸಿದ್ರು ಸುಚನ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ. ಅವರ ಹೊಸ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಈಗ ಅಣಿಯಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಖ್ಯಾತ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆ ಗಾಯಕ ರವಿ ಬಸ್ರೂರವರ ಗರಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪಳಗಿದ ಸುಚನ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸುಚನ್ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆತ ಚೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಹುಗ್ಗರ ಆಘಾತವನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಪವನ್ ಬಾಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು. ಮೂರನೇ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಆರಂಭಿಕ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ತೀವ್ರ ಆಘಾತವನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸುಚನ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಸಗಾರಿಕೆ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಆವೃತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ TPL ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಚನ್ ಎದುರಾಳಿಗೆ ಸೂಚನೆ ನೀಡದೆ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೀಳಬಲ್ಲಂತಹ ಸುಚನ್. ಅಂಕಣ ಒಳಭಾಗದ ಹೊಸ ದಾಂಡಿಗಿನ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ವಿವಾನ್ ನೀಳಕಾಯ್ದ ಉತ್ತಮ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ವಿವಾನ್ ಆಗಮಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಲ್ರೌಂಡರ್. ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ, ಜೊತೆ ಆಟದ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ. ಬಹಳ ಶುದ್ಧಮತ್ತ ಹೊಡೆತ ತನ್ಮನ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೌಂಡ್ ದಾಖಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಹೊಡೆತವನ್ನು ದಾಖಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ರಾಹುಲ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿಜಯ. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆತ ಚೆಂಡು ಸಿಲಿಮಿಳಾಫ್ಯವಾಗಿ ತಳ್ಳಿದ್ರು. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಓಟಗಳ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸುವರ್ಣ ನ್ಯೂಸಿನ ವಿಜಯ್ ನಿನ್ನೆ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮ ಆಟವನ್ನು ಆಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ವಿಜಯ್. ಆಲ್ರೌಂಡರ್ ಕೂಡ ಮೊದಲಿನ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಶತಕವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಸಿಡಿಸಿದ್ರು ವಿಜಯ್. ವಿಜಯ್ ಟು ರಾಹುಲ್. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆತ ಚೆಂಡು ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಎಸೆತ ಚೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಸಲ್ಲಬೇಕಾದ ಮನ್ನಣೆಯನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ದಾಂಡಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ರಾಹುಲ್. ಆರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಮೇಲ್ಗೆಯನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ N1 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಪಂದ್ಯದ ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸುನಿಲ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ಸಾರಥ್ಯದ N1 ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಯುವ ಪರಿಣಿತರನ್ನ ಸಜ್ಜುಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಎನ್ನುವ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಂದ್ಯದ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ EABR ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಹೊಡೆತ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ 4 ಹೊಡೆದ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಮುಖೇನ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಂಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗೋ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿದ್ದಂತ ಚೆಂಡು ಮಿಡ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ದಾಖಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ರಾಹುಲ್. ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಒಂದು ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಆಟವನ್ನು ಆಡಲೇಬೇಕಾದ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ ರಾಹುಲ್ಗೆ. 3ನೇ ಓವರ್ನ ಚಾಲ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ 5ನೇ ಬಾರಿ ವಿಜಯ್ ಟು ರಾಹುಲ್. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ರಾಹುಲ್. ಈಗ ಸರಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 3 ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಈಗ ಸತತ 2 ಬೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ರಾಹುಲ್. ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಒಂದು ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ತಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 19ಕ್ಕೆ 3. ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿದ್ದ ಚೆಂಡು ಕವರ್ಸವಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ. ಸತತ 3ನೇ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ದಾಖಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ರಾಹುಲ್. ರಾಹುಲ್ ದೇ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಓವರ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3 ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 23 for 3. 23ಕ್ಕೆ 3.
End of 3 overs, score 23 runs for the loss of 3 wickets.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಚನ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಮೊದಲ ಓವರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪಡೆದಿದ್ರು ಸೂಚನ್. ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಈಗ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗೋ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಿಂದಿನ ಓವರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಸತತ ಹ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಅನ್ನು ದಾಖಲಿಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೂಚನ್ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆದ ಚೆಂಡು ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ತಡೆದಿದ್ರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ ನಡುವೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಓಟಗಳ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ರಾಹುಲ್ ನಾಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿವಾದ. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಎಸೆತ ಒಂದು ಓಟದ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿಯ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತವಾದ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ನಡುವೆ ಕೂಡ ಚೆಂಡು ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ, 4 ಓಟದ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ. ಬಹಳ ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ಸದ, ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಓಟಗಳ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕರ್ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿವಾದ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಚನ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ. ಗೂಟಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಡಿಕೆ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ. ಈ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆವೃತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಆಟವನ್ನು ಆಡಿದಂತಹ ಡಿಕೆ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ ಈಗ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದ ನಡೀತಿರುವಂತಹ ಪಂದ್ಯದ ಆವೃತ್ತಿ ಆಟವನ್ನು ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಾದು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಗಳ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕರ್ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿವಾದ್. ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಎದುರಾಳಿಗಳು ಬಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್. ಇದು ತಾಂಡು ಚೆಂಡಿನ ಸಮರ ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. TPL ಸೀಸನ್ 4 ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಎಸೆತ, ಸುಂದರತೆ ಎಸೆತ, ತೀರಾ ಕಳಮಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಂತ ಚೆಂಡು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕವರ್ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ತಳ್ಳಿದ್ದು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿಯ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ. ನಾಲ್ಕು ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ತರದ 30ಕ್ಕೆ 3. ದ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಷ್ ಓವರ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4, ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 30-3.
Hello, check. End of 4 overs, score 30 runs for the loss of 3 wickets.
ಎಸಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ. ಮನೋಜ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಕಾಟ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಉದರಾಗತ್ತ ವಿವಾದ. ಜಾಗ್ರತೆ ಜೀವಂತ. ಗೂಟಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಡಿಕೆ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮನೋಜ್ ಬಹಳ ಶೂತಮರತೆ ಒಂದು ಎಸೆತಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಆಲ್ರೌಂಡರ್ ವಿವಾನ್ ವಾಪಸ್ ಸಾಥಿ 4ನೇ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಒಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ದಾಂಡಿಗರ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಒಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ದಾಂಡಿಗರ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಪಾಟ್ಕರ್ ಪತ್ರಕರ್ತ ಮಿತ್ರರು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಅನುಭವ ಆಟಗಾರ ಕೂಡ, ಎಲ್ಲ ವಯೋವರ್ಗದ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನಿಸತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಟಗಾರ ಕೂಡ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಪಾಟ್ಕರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮನೋಜ್ ಟು ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್. ಲವರ್ ಫುಲ್ಟಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿದ್ದ ಚೆಂಡು ಒಂದೋಟದ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿಯ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ ಪಾಟ್ಕರ್ ಖಾತೆ ಆರಂಭಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 31 31ಕ್ಕೆ 4. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಹೊಡೆಯುತ್ತ ತನ್ಮನೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ
ಅದು ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ತರನೇ ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಗಾಳಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ.
ಎರಡು ಓಟದ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ರಾಹುಲ್. ನಾಯಕನ ಆಟ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿತ ಆಡಲೇಬೇಕಾದ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ, ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮನೋಜ್ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆದ ಚೆಂಡು ಬಳಸಿತು ಮತ್ತು ಹೊಡೆತ ಭರ್ಜರಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಿಕ್ಸರ್ ದಾಖಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಮುಖೇನ.
End of 5 overs, score 39 runs for the loss of 4 wickets.
5 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಕ್ಕೆ 39ಕ್ಕೆ 4. The captain over number 5 score 39 for 4. 39ಕ್ಕೆ 4.
ನಮಗೆ ಚಂಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಇವ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನೀವ್ಯಾರೋ ಬೇರೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದೊಡ್ಡದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒಬ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಒಬ್ರು ಬಿಗಿದ್ರು ಇವರೊಬ್ಬ ಅಲ್ಲೊಬ್ಬ ಆಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಂದ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರೋದೆ. ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಪ್ರಿಯರು, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲೊಬ್ಬ ಇದ್ದ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ ಲಿಂಬು ಶರ್ಬತ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಹ ನಮ್ದು ಇಂಡಿಯಾದವ್ರದ್ದು ಆಯ್ತಾ 120 ಅಂತ ನಿನ್ನೆಯಿಂದ ಅದೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದವ. Only 10,000 Indians. Lot of money. Oh, Ajay Kumar. ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ
ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಶಿ.
ಏನು ಬೇಗ ಬಂದ್ಯಾ? 9:45 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯಾ? ಏನೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಒಂದು ಓಟದ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿಯ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಮಿಡ್ ಲೆಗ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಪ್ಲೇ ಬೇಕಂತಿದೆ. ಲೋ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಭರ್ಜರಿಯಾದ ಆಟವನ್ನು ತೋರ್ಪಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಹುಲ್ ನಾಯಕನ ಆಟ ಭಾರಿತ ಆಟ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಮ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗುವ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಕಾಶಿ 3 ಎಸೆತಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ 11 ಓಟಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ರು. 50 ಓಟವನ್ನು ಪೂರೈಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಈ ಮುಂಚೆ ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ ನಾಯಕನ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಆಟ ಬರಲೇಬೇಕಾದ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ, ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ರಾಹುಲ್ 33 ಆಟವನ್ನು ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದೆಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಬಂದ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಪಟ್ಕರ್ ಒಂದು ಬೌಂಡರಿ ಸಹಿತವಾಗಿ 6 ಓಟವನ್ನು ದಾಖಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮೆಂಟೇಟರ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಓಕೆ, ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್
Hello, check. Hello, hello.
ಬಾರ್ಶುತ್ಪತಿ ಎಸೆತ ಓವರ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಕೂಡ. ಎರಡು ಓಟದ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ. ರಾಹುಲ್ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಮಾತ್ರ 35, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಶಿ ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ. N1 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಆಶ್ರಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯರ್ ಲೀಗ್ ಸೀಸನ್ 4 ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಟೈಟಲ್ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ ABR ಗ್ರೂಪ್.
Test on check. Test on check.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಶಿ ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಹೊಡೆತ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಕೂಡ ವಿಜಯ್ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಕಮೆಂಟೇಟರ್. ಹಲೋ ಬ್ರದರ್. ನವೀನ್ ಬ್ರೋ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಕಮೆಂಟೇಟರ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅವ ಬಂದಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇನ್ ಮಿಲಾನ್ಕೋ ಬೌಲರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ದಿನ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಜನ ಇವತ್ತೀಗ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ.
Hello, check. Hello.
6 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಕ್ಕೆ 53ಕ್ಕೆ 4.
6 overs, scored 53 runs for the loss of 4 wickets.
6 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಕ್ಕೆ 53ಕ್ಕೆ 4 ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಓವರ್ ನಂಬರ್ 6 ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 53 for 4. ಹೊಸ ಎಸೆಗಾರ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನು ಅಂಕಣ ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೋಜ್ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದ ಕೊಲಂಬೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 3ನೇ ದಿವಸದ ಮೊದಲ ಪಂದ್ಯ. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಸತ ತೀರ ಕಳಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಂತ ಚೆಂಡು ಡಿಪಿಡಿಗಳ ಭಾಗ ತಳ್ಳಿದ್ರು. 1 ಓಟದ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿಯ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ. ಸುಚೇತ್ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯ ಬ್ಯಾಕಪ್ ಕೂಡ ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಕಿಲಾಡಿಗಳ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಎಸೆತ ಯಾವುದೇ ಓಟಗಳ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಬಾಡ್ಕಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮನೋಜ್ ಟು ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಪಾಟ್ಕಾ. ವೈಟ್ ಬಾಲ್. ಐವತ್ತಾರು 56 for 4. 7th over in progress. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮನೋಜ್ ಟು ರಾಹುಲ್. ಬಹಳ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಎಸೆತ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ. ಓವರ್ನ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯದ ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ 7. ದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಓವರ್ ನಂಬರ್ 7 ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 56 for 4. ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಪಾನೀಯ ವಿರಾಮ.
End of 7 overs, score 56 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. End of 7 overs, score 56 runs for the loss of 4 wickets.
ಪಾನೀಯ ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ ಮುಂದುವರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸಿಸಿಸಿ ಅಂಕಣ ಕೊಲಂಬೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಸನಿಹ ಇದೆ ಲೋಟಸ್ ಟವರ್. ಕೊಲಂಬೋದ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ ಕೂಡ ಲೋಟಸ್ ಟವರ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಶಿ, ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಕಾಶಿ. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆತ ಚೆಂಡು ಬಹಳ ಶುದ್ಧವಾದ ಹೊಡೆತ, ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಹತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಲಭದ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಕೈ ಚೆಲ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ರಕ್ಷಕರು. ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಪಾಡ್ಕರ್ಗೆ ಜೀವದಾನ ಲಭಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಕಾಶಿ ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಡ್ಕರ್ಗೆ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆತ ಚೆಂಡು ಬಹಳ ಶುದ್ಧವಾದ ಎಸೆತ, ರಕ್ಷಣಾ ಕಾಡಿ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಟಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ತರದ ಮೊತ್ತ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 58ಕ್ಕೆ 4, 8ನೇ ಓವರ್ ಚಾಲ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂದ್ಯ ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಮಂಜು ಅವರ ಸಾರಥ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟವನ್ನು ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಇತ್ತ ಬಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟವನ್ನು ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ವೈಟ್ ಬಾಲ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಶಿ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಸೆತ ಚೆಂಡು ಬಹಳ ಶುದ್ಧವಾದ ಎಸೆತ, ಒಂದು ಓಟದ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿಯ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ. ಅರವತ್ತು 60. ರಾಹುಲ್ 38 ಆಟವನ್ನು ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಪಾಡ್ಕರ್ 9 ಆಚೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಹಳ ಶುದ್ಧವಾದ ಹೊಡೆತ, ಕ್ಷಣಕಾಲ ಗಾಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೇಲ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗುವ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ, ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ವಿಪಿ ವಿಜಯ್. ಸುವರ್ಣ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ನ ವಿಜಯ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. 5ನೇ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ನ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾಯಕನ ಇನ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ್ಯವಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ರಾಹುಲ್ ವಾಪಸ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಒಳಭಾಗದ ಹೊಸ ದಾಡಿಗರ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಒಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ದಾಡಿಗರ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ವೇದಾಂತ. ಎನ್1 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟವನ್ನ ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮೊದಲ 3 ಆವೃತ್ತಿ, 2 ಆವೃತ್ತಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, 1 ಆವೃತ್ತಿ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂತ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ. ಇದು 4ನೇ ಆವೃತ್ತಿ ಸೀಮೋಲ್ಲಂಘನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸಮುದ್ರೋಲ್ಲಂಘನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮೊದಲ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕೆಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕೊಲಂಬೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಸೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಶಿ, ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕರ್ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಿರುದ್ಧ ವೇದಾಂತಿ, ನಾಕ್ಷಕರ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಪಾಡ್ಕರ್. ಅರ್ಧ ಸರದಿ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಬಹಳ ಶುದ್ಧವಾದ ಎಸೆತ, ಸುಂದರತೆ ಎಸೆತ, ಓಟಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓವರ್ನ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯದ ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ 8. ದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಓವರ್ ನಂಬರ್ 8 ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 60 for 5. 60ಕ್ಕೆ 5. ಮುಂದಿನ ಹಂತದ ವೀಕ್ಷಣೆಗಾಗಿ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದ ಯುವ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರ ನಗರ ಅವಿನ್ ಮುಂದಿನ ಹಂತಕ್ಕಾಗಿ.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are with yet another exciting day of cricket ahead for you. The Bajrangi boys taking on cricket NAKSHATRA. Abhishek Badkar at the crease now, facing the 9th over here. That's an extra from Manoj to start off the over. 60 off of 8. Bajrangi boys have done well so far to pick at the wickets here early on. Again, beats the delivery. India. Well handled by the two batters at the crease. Run across for a single. Good line coming in from around the wicket. Two batters crossing again for a single. Just keep the score lifting on is the call for now. Strategy wise, run rate just a tick above 7 runs per over. Bad line. Slaps it too long off, and they come back for another 2 runs. Good stuff here from Badkar and Vedanti from the middle, who have really decided to settle in, keep the scoreboard ticking, because you have to remember they don't have a lot of wickets on hand. Again, slapped the same line against the batter. Once more collected long off. Will they take 2 again? Yes, they do. Just in the nick of time. Good over. This is turning out to be for the batters. Badkar being proactive. Seven runs from this over. That's given full and slogged and middled full on for maximum to end the over. Abhishek Badkar moving up to 20 off of 15 at the end of the 9th over. NAKSHATRA 73 for 5. This was the maximum earlier. Just a really poor delivery. Well taken care of by the batter at the crease. And moving along swimmingly now.
End of 9 overs. Score 73 for the loss of 5 wickets.
taking their time out in the middle, and they certainly Swastik will be coming in with spin now. His first over of the day. 2/3 of the assignment done for him. Really, he just needs to pile up on those dots here. Nothing too complex being asked of him. Not the best delivery to start off with, but he's got the right idea here. He sent the delivery straight at the stump. Just wide off that off stump. Good channel. Projected score just a nick above 120 here. Bowling. A good line here to Vedanti, who is able to fend the delivery off. But Swastik gets the bit of him. They need to be careful here and keep the scoring at a commensurate rate. It's well cut away. Shuffles across the stump there for a single. Good stuff here from Swastik, who so far has bowled a really clean over. Let's see if he can manage these next 3 deliveries. Nothing much to report, just good sensible bowling here from the Bajrangi boys. Facing it, puts it away inside the 30-yard circle for just a single. Good line to rattle the batsman, but they manage it for just a single. Good composure by Vedanti. Certainly scoring can be taken up a notch for cricket NAKSHATRA. Final delivery of the over. So far it's been Swastik's battle here. Again, good line once more, just angling that leg stump, but well managed by the batsman for a boundary. Suddenly spoils the over. That's what Swastik was having. Just flicks the wrist there, easy as you'd like. Fine leg can only stand and watch as the ball races on the boundary. Badkar certainly the bulk of the scoring here. 10 overs gone. Score is 81 for 5. Two-thirds of the innings gone. Badkar and Vedanti look relatively well settled at the crease. Now would be a good time to try and take the bowlers on, but Swastik has been not terrible with the ball in his single over. But pace will be a difficult thing to contend with early this morning. But they need to try and take the better bowlers out. Vijay. Pretty expensive, but he's taken a scalp. Coming across the wicket, bowling to the field there. Good line across the 22 yards. For the batters, it's a tough assignment because on the one hand you're 5 wickets down, and yet you have to try and push towards the 130, 140 run mark. Certainly done themselves no favors by playing too defensive. Again, slapped. Could have gone very, very wrong, but they get a single from that one. Good stuff here from the batsman. Straight into the slot, takes the ball on, and it will go for a maximum. Walker doing the right thing here. 31 off of 18. He will certainly have to play a central role in pushing NAKSHATRA's cause on the batting front. He will have to up and gear here and take the ball on. Once again, throws everything at it, but gets the line on that one wrong. Good stuff from Vijay, who takes the pace off of that delivery. Really, overall, Bhajarangi boys have been very, very intelligent with their bowling in all sorts of variations and really tried to rattle and ask some difficult questions from the batters. Here's Vijay again. Goes it straight into the stumps. That's gone straight up. Gets the outside edge on that one. Falls into no man's land. Certainly against the run of play here, but Vijay is a very dangerous operator who is asking the right questions. So far, it's not been a terrible over from him. He's opened up an opportunity here. So far, settled batsmen do not seem to have it easy against him. Final delivery of the over. Again, tries to throw it straight down the leg stump line, but gets an extra for his effort. Very careful that one. When he does get the line right, he looks to be a very dangerous operator, but more often than not, when you're coming across the wicket like that, you run the risk of giving away freebies, something that they cannot afford to give away, especially when they have such a clamp on the scoring rate. Adjusts the line here now for his final delivery, takes the pace off and throws it down that off stump channel. 11 overs down, 90 for 5.
End of 11 overs, score 90 runs for the loss of 5 wickets.
Swastik coming in for his second over. Some feeling changes. Long off, retreating into the deep. Long on at the ready. Keep squaring this ball. That's gone up in the air. Will he take it? No. Falls into no man land right around the 30-yard circle, but Swastik does seem to have a plan here. Sure, he will try the shorter deliveries here and take the pace off the ball. Again, right in his slot, try to dot it out. Good line here from Swastik. Really trying to unsettle the batsman at the crease. Vedanti, he's not been too keen on scoring, but he has defended his wicket commendably, has to be said. That's straight down the leg. And 4 runs, very daredevil effort from Vedanti, who gets his first boundary. Slapped straight on, really. Just in the slot there, but some good footwork as well as he shuffles onto the leg stump to try and get some space for himself. He's come down the wicket this one, and he sliced that one straight to mid wicket. For a single. Good over so far. If they can get another boundary or maximum, would prove in good stead. Badkar at the ready. Will he come down the track again? Gives himself some room, leans on the leg stump, swats it down the leg for a single. They've done mostly the right things here. They've kept the scoreboard ticking except for the odd over or two. But you have to remember this is a 15-over game. Every delivery counts, and a single, well, they do matter. But if you can try to utilize those poorer deliveries, would put them in good stead. But so far, doing the right thing, Vedanti and Badkar. 8 runs from Swastik. So at the end of the third, it's 98 for 5.
End of 13 overs. End of 12 overs. Score 99, 98 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Sujan Shetty, he's taken 2 scalps and been very economical, just concerning 10 off of his first 2. Coming around the death overs now. Final 18 deliveries to take care of for the batsman at the crease. Throws it down the leg. Will there be called an extra? No. Vedanti doing himself no favors with that shuffle down to leg stump. But Shetty goes to show what a dangerous operator he is. Throws it straight at the off stump, well handled with a drive to mid off, but a single from that one. It's interesting to note that this is the 3rd consecutive day of cricket being played at the CCC grounds, and well over 200 overs of cricket have been played in those 48 hours. So naturally the pitch is gonna slow down, but it's taken from point. at the deep for a single there. Or will it be two? Not really sure. No, just a single. So far, a good over from Shetty, who has kept a lid on scoring here. But if Vedant is able to take the bowler on, they are at 100 now. Every run from here will only have the cause. Another call for an extra here from the batter, but something to keep in mind would be that shuffling into the off stump would be a better strategy. But Shetty is doing the right thing here because he knows that footwork is just not there. Throws it right outside off stump, and it's driven again straight to deep cover. Oh, yet another single. Really good stuff here from Shetty, who has not only kept a lead on scoring but also has taken 2 scalps and really eaten into that batting order. Projected score dipping below the 120s, again beaten into a mid-on for a single here for the final delivery at the end of the 13th over. It's 102 for 5.
End of 13 overs. Score 102 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Swastik being taken on almost immediately for a maximum. Badkar moving into the 40s now. Good show of intent, just trying to take the bowlers on. Of course, it was a pretty poor delivery. Just takes the pace off straight into the slot. Just brings down the bat full force, middles it, catches it completely for a maximum. Good intent here from Badkar. If he can push for a half century and then some, would prove in really good stead. Again, will it be the same result? Yes, another maximum, and Badkar says thank you very much as he moves on to 48, just 2 runs away from the big 50. Not a really good length to bowl to that batsman. Just comes down the line and takes the ball on. Really positive intent from Badkar, who has done really well so far in terms of the scoring rate. Swastik being taken apart here. They need to push for that 140 mark. Most surely. Those 2 maximums will only help their cause. He's now coming around the wicket here. The big man. Once again, that goes up. India tries to take him on. Not sure if that is a catch. I think that is. He could just get a lead. Doesn't seem to be a replay of that one, but it seems the catch has been taken and the danger man walks for 48 Badkar after taking on the bowler for 2 deliveries. He tries to take him on again. That coming across the wicket line really worked in his favor. Just didn't follow the trajectory of the ball at all. And suddenly Vedanti in very dire straits along with his team. New man at the crease. He's caked up, isn't he? With sunblock. This tells you a story about the immense heat here in Colombo. Of course, it's a nice sunny day with the morning wind still being very prevalent, but come midday, it's suddenly going to be a very, very different story. Swastik again coming around the wicket here. Gives away that extra, takes the pace off. Pretty sure that wasn't the delivery he was hoping to bowl. Now Shastra won't mind the loss of the wicket as long as they are able to take that bowler on. Again, it's slapped. Into a deep cover. Will they come back for a second? No, just a single. They've scored plenty here, but if they can get just one more boundary in this over, preferably a maximum, would only help their cause. They need to push for that 130, 140 mark. It's a tough ask in just 7 deliveries. Swastik takes the pace off of that one, but the bounce, the uneven bounce that we've been talking so much about the last few days is taking him in on by surprise. You have to hope for a delivery that was laying low, but it suddenly swung back up at him. Well managed by Vedanti, who comes down the track to take the bowler on for the final delivery, and he gets a couple of runs to finish that over. 14 down, 118 for 6.
At the end of 14 overs, scored 118 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Swastik coming in to finish his assignment. Mallikarjun Kashi actually he's been a tad bit expensive, but they've done the work here, Bhajarangi boys, to restrict cricket NAKSHATRA for a very gettable score that will seemingly be left in the 120s. We will see, however, how these final 6 deliveries will go. Takes the wider angle here, but throws it straight, takes the pace off Kashi for a dot. Just 5 deliveries left to go. Dole Gowda needs to take the ball on here and leave nothing to chance. Ball left is a ball wasted. Tries to slap it onto the leg. Gets a single for his second, getting Vedanti onto the crease. He will get 2 runs for that. So pretty proactive here from Dole Gowda. Just 4 deliveries left. Their thinking should be, how can I get that maximum? How can I get that boundary? How can I get a couple of them? falls into no man's land in the 30-yard circle, but gets a single for his effort. Umpire certainly does not think there is a run out as the batter makes it onto the crease. That's another 2 runs. Very enterprising from Dole Gowda. He's doing the right thing here. Really good running between him and Vedant, it must be said. Tries to take the ball on, but nips back into the stump here. For a not very dangerous operator, Kashi in his final over. He's given absolutely nothing away. Just 2 deliveries left to negotiate for the Bajrangi boys, who have done well with the bowling front here. Fielders pretty much situated all in the deep. Inviting him to take the ball on, but the strategy fails here. Ball straight into the slot, lays low, gets down one knee, clears it past the bowler, Dole Gowda, who moves on, runs now, slaps it for a 4. Final delivery of the day. Can he get to 130s here? He will certainly hope so. Just the 1 delivery left to face before they take on the commanding task of defending whatever the score they can come up with. That's tossed full onto the leg stump. Will it be another double? He makes it back to the crease and he grounds his bat, and so ends the Cricket Nakshatra batting innings. 15 overs down. The score is 128 runs. The ask from Bajrangi boys will be 129. Bajrangi boys will be pretty happy with their bowling efforts here, who have done well to chip away at the wickets and really pile on the dots against Cricket Nakshatra. Dole Gowda and Vedanti will walk away knowing that they have done that most that they can. Of course, they were proactive, that middle order, but the top order really failed them. There you have it, folks. Cricket Nakshatra scored 128, losing 6 wickets along the way in 15 overs. 129 runs off of 90 deliveries. Pretty easy task for the Bajrangi boys if they keep their wits about them. These were the highlights of the game. Quite a brilliant wicket to open the floodgates. Just completely misreading that delivery, but a couple of freebies given by the bowlers as well. Not really too disciplined in that opening passage, but they kept taking regular wickets. Pretty harsh call that given by the umpire. Pretty tough call actually. Again, just a salvo of really well earned wickets, being unable to negotiate that. But some well made shots here and there peppered throughout the innings that got them up to 128. Certainly the intent to score was there, but the bowling was just a notch above. But picked the gaps pretty routinely throughout the innings, but this was where things really started going the boys' way, with the fall at the 4th wicket. Scoring just dried up almost immediately, but bowling was pretty consistent throughout, and scores scored, which was done at a slower rate.
ಕೇವಲ 4 ನಿಮಿಷಗಳ ಕಾಲಾವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ತಂಡದ ಫೀಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ರೆಡಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆ ಭಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ತಂಡದ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್ ರೆಡಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಶಾರ್ಪ್ 10:45 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇ 3 ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ 1 ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಇದು N1 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್
Television Premier League. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ
ಇದು N1 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯರ್ ಲೀಗ್ ಸೀಸನ್ 4 ಇನ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ವಿತ್ AVR ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಸೊ ಮೂರನೇ ದಿನದ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನ ಎರಡನೇ ಇನ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಡುವಂತಹ ಸಮಯ. ದ ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಬಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಂಪೈರ್ಸ್ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ತಂಡದ ಫೀಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಸಮಯ. ಪುಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ತಂಡದವರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ತಂಡದವರು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಇನ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ 128 ರನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 129 ರನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ತಂಡದ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ತಂಡದ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಸಮಯ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಸ್ತಿಕ್ ಸರ್ ಹಾಗೆ DK ಅವರು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಜರಂಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಆನ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ ನಾಯ್ಸ್. ಎರಡು ತಂಡಗೂ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ವೆರಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಇದು N1 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯರ್ ಲೀಗ್ ಸೀಸನ್ 4 in association with AVR group. Incomplete tournament na organize ಮಾಡಿರೋರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸುನಿಲ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ BR ಅವರು. Over to commentary box.
Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen, the Bhajarangi boys. They need 129 runs in 15
ಎರಡು
overs.
ತಂಡದ
In
12
NAKSHATRA, they would be pretty disappointed with themselves, but still, this total is quite comfortable to defend. But once again, they'll have to be well disciplined with their line and length. And the fielders, they can't afford to make any mistakes either. They have to back the bowlers in order to put the pressure back on the batters who are out there in the middle. First ball, a single will be taken from it. Swastik, we saw Gaud and Swastik in this previous game building up a strong partnership for the Bhajarangi boys. Once again, the swing and a miss. A good comeback there by Manju. The required run rate being 8. Just 2 deliveries left in this over. So far 5 runs coming from it. And once again straight down the ground. Will be a single. So Bajarangi boys, it's pretty evident even in those previous games they are not afraid to take those singles even if it's reached the fielders at inside the 30-yard circle. Exactly what you should do considering the fact that these are 15 overs matches. You can't afford to have dot balls. A small appeal, but that's the end of the over. 6 for no loss.
End of 1 over. Scored 6 runs for no loss of wickets.
Oh, that will be called a wide. A poor delivery to start off the over by Bhatkar. The Bajarangi boys, they bowled really well, of course, restricting the NAKSHATRA to 127. Once again, it's not big up that much of a total to chase down, but at the same time, unpredictability roams around. At this time, it's high in the air. They lose their first wicket within the power play, and it's Dilip Gowda who has to walk back to the dugout. Once again bowled outside the off stump. A wide-ish delivery. Doesn't middle it properly at all, and this time a well-judged catch. Of course, it's never easy, especially with the sun out during this time of the day. It's a big blow to their momentum, of course. It's a good start for Cricket NAKSHATRA. The Bhajarangi boys, they shouldn't be on their back foot considering the fact that they lost their first wicket inside the power play. These two batters, they have to be on their front foot in each delivery. And that's once again a brilliant delivery. Tries to cut it through point, but instead it will go past the wicket keeper without any touch from the bat. Plays it straight to the ball. Another dot ball so far. It's been a good over for Bhatkar. We'll take a quick single. Considering for a second, but they'll be okay with single that they do. Plays a true leg, will pick up a quick single once again, so that's good intention by Swastik, trying to rotate the strike, trying to ease that pressure off, which came after the wicket fell down, the first wicket of Gowda. But this is exactly what they should do, just try to maintain the momentum. Of course they got 15 overs and a total is a pretty decent one, of course, for them to chase. This time plays it through the off, and that will run away to the boundary as well. So another boundary for the Bhajarangi boys. So it's a pretty decent over. Still 7 runs coming out of it, but a wicket has fallen there as well. Of course, the fielders should have done a better job at it. The outfield, of course, we had late showers yesterday in the evening, but considering the fact that the sun is out,
At the end of
the outfield might dry off very quickly.
for the loss of 1 wicket.
And that will be called a wide. So once again, they have to be decent with their line and length. It's not a big total for them to defend. Giving those extras going to be extra motivation for the batters to chase his total down. We saw the danger these two batters pose in those previous games. They have to consider that in mind, the opposition. And this time goes down the ground. It will go over the field as well. That's going to be a 1 bounce for the captain, trying to create that momentum once again. That's well played, of course, over the head of mid-on. It's Gonna play it through the off, so just a single will be taken from it. Six runs from this over.
Very good morning to you, Manidu.
Good morning, Arvin. How's the day looking for you?
Pretty good, I must say. Let's just say that we had a really exciting day of cricket the day before, and here's hoping that it will be the same today as well. But already, I think they're well on top of the scoring right here. Required run rate around just a smidge below 9. But I think this is a good start. This is a good place to be in. They can accelerate in the final overs. But right now, they're taking care of the scoring. NAKSHATRA being taken for a boundary here. Just slapped straight down the ground there. Long off absent during the power play.
Well, like you said, Arvin, they should utilize this power play really well and try to ease that pressure off when they get into those middle overs and the death overs, of course. They can chase this total down comfortably if they do the basics right. And like I said before, get maximum out of the power play they have been offered.
Absolutely. Sujan Shetty has been among the scoring sheet in this tournament, and so far he's just extending his dominance from the top. He tries to angle that one away. It's a call for LBW, and the umpire has given it, but the batsman is not happy about it and will be calling it for review.
A lot of controversial decisions were made yesterday, and of course the batsmen, I think in the end they won't be really satisfied with the decision even after the review is taken.
Yeah, it just seemed to me that there was a bit of a harsh call there, already just angling down that leg stump. But height-wise also, I think there is a bit of a question. But now on replay, I think it's a reasonable call to make though.
Well, he's a tall lad, and of course from this angle it looks like the ball is hitting the top of the pad, which is quite questionable. It might be missing the top of the stumps also.
But let's see what the on-field umpire has to say about it. I think it might be not out unless side angle can be shown. Yep. The umpire sticks to his call. Bit of a rigid, rigorous call, that one. But Sujan Shetty, who was looking so good for the 6 deliveries he faced, will have to walk. Shetty just having a spirited discussion with the umpire. The umpire tells him to take a walk, really. But Swastik and Shetty dead set against talking this out. The umpire, of course, once the umpire has given a bit difficult.
Well, that's a confirmation, and of course Sushant Shetty, he'll have to walk off. He'll have to agree with the decision made by the umpire, the original decision.
And now the umpire suddenly going back on his decision and giving not out. Pretty controversial turn of events here early this morning at the CCC grounds. The entire team just coming in to show their displeasure. The glovesman just doing the most to make sure that to provide testimony of some sort that the ball did indeed clip the bails there. Will it be a walk-off though? The side certainly seems less than pleased. Will they be walking off here, the team? just walking off here. Cricket Nakshatra, you have to understand the mentality that they have. I mean, 128 runs, it's not easily defendable. So makes sense that that they're walking out against that dismissal. Shetty and Swastik out in the middle all alone. They have what they asked for, but is it what they wanted really?
Of course, a lot of conversations going out in the middle. The two batters, they're actually pretty pleased with the decision, of course. But Cricket Nakshatra, they are, of course, very displeased.
I think it's a valid reason to show their displeasure here. It's not every day that you see an umpire reversing their call. Of course, controversial calls are nothing new in the sport of cricket, but generally, convention dictates that once the umpire has given a decision, you can count on him to stick by it, not really reverse it. It's on the side that was awarded the call to reverse it, showing their sporting nature. But they clearly didn't, and the umpire went above and beyond to reverse the call on his own, which is certainly a novelty we've seen on day 3 of the Professionals Cricket League. Alright, folks, we are back with the coverage of the fixture between Cricket Nakshatra and Bajrangi Boys. Quite a controversial break in the passage of play.
Disappointed to see that called in play, but you got to be positive about the fact that it's going to commence anytime soon.
Absolutely, they are the glovesmen and the batsmen still having a word about the LBW, and even now just not getting on with the proceedings. Quite disappointing, really. But still having a word. Look at this now.
This is not a sight you want to see in a game of cricket. Even the viewers, I mean, everyone, every stakeholder of this tournament would want this game to go on as planned, and I think they'll get their wish now.
Absolutely. Just wondering now what the hold up in play is. I think the game is finally getting back on track here. At the end of the third over, 25 for 1. Bajrangi Boys going along swimmingly. Abhishek Badkar coming in from the pavilion end for another over of pace. 3 overs in. Quite an eventful game this has turned out to be, but in all the wrong ways. Just the single scalp for Cricket Nakshatra. I think they were a little too hasty with their walk off here, but then again you can't blame them. But back to the cricket now. Not a good start to that over at all, just giving away freebies. You have to remember that you're defending a very gettable total, and tight lines and tight deliveries is the name of the game for them.
Well, like you said, we saw plenty of action, and it's only been 3 overs. The action, of course, doesn't consist of boundaries and sixes and wickets. It was just questions being asked all around the ground.
Let's glance down the leg for a quick single, which turns to more misfields here from Cricket Nakshatra, who are not helping themselves. Boundary being cleared off Badkar.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate. Like I said before, they have to back their bowlers, and this is not an instance like that.
Absolutely, it wasn't even a poor delivery. Could have fielder could have gotten that extremely well.
The captain is still out there in the middle. Will it be him who will get the limelight?
Very tight delivery. Just Swastik not looking to answer that particular question being asked of him. First dot of NAKSHATRA bowling attack. He is again for the legal delivery. Comes down the track, tries to swat it across, but takes the pace off, and the bounce catches him off guard.
Yeah, almost played it onto his wicket. But once again, the extra bounce is pretty evident in the morning stages, but as the day goes on, there's a question about bounce, a lack of bounce, of course. We often see spinners coming into the bowling attack during this time of the day.
Quick call for a run there. That's just a single, but need to be very careful about not conceding any extras here. It's a pity because the first 15 overs of this game in the first innings went by relatively quickly. Badkar coming back in. Generally, he's been very tight. Very good. Bounce picks up.
Shetty got a lifeline there before that controversial call. So he'll have to put it to use if he wants his side to cross the finishing line.
Oh, absolutely. Couldn't have put it better myself. You know, at situations like this, you really have to count your blessings here and get going. Just get the bulk of the scoring done within the power play and try to relieve any pressure that you might have. Again, beaten in the air. Really good over from Badkar, except for that misfield, which conceded a boundary at the end of the fourth over. Bajrangi boys 31 for 1.
A good delivery to start off the over by Manju, and of course they will take a quick single. Swastik is rotating the strike, trying to get his partner who is at the other end to adapt to the wicket. Of course, Shetty, he has been a little bit clumsy in those first few deliveries he has faced. And this time, and it's another misfield, and that will run away to the boundary as well. The square leg fielder, of course, has to do a much better job than that. Like I said, the pressure, it shouldn't be on their bowlers. It should be the other way around. And the bowlers, of course, is devastated. That is a pretty unfortunate event. Of course, the bowler is not really happy with the effort that was shown by the field at square leg. He's showing his frustration. Once again, of course, yes, should do a better job than that. Definitely should do a better job than that. And this time, once again, there's a appeal for a LBW, but the umpire thinks it's missing leg stump, and of course, this is going to be a start of another controversial timeout.
Hopefully not. Just having a bit of back chat there. I mean, whatever sport you play, it's not really a good rule of thumb to have a lot of words with the referee or the umpire.
Well, I think now the umpire, they should expect those kind of chats, of course, after that kind of a decision he made in the
Absolutely.
third over.
And as an umpire, it's a good rule of thumb not to open that particular floodgate, because once you do, the fields never do stop coming. That's up in the air, falls into no man's land. Quick run down the ground for a single. I think that should be 4 deliveries done with, if I'm assuming.
Looking at the run rate right now, it's pretty decent, and it's almost matching the required run rate as well.
Absolutely. Let's cut away straight to the fielder, but they get across for another single.
What I'm really impressed about is these Bajarangi boys, these batters out there in the middle. They're not afraid to take those singles, even if it ends up inside the 30-yard circle. They're trying to rotate the strike, and like you said, Arvind, they are trying to get as many runs as possible within this power play, so that they can casually chase down the total in those last few overs.
Absolutely. At the end of the 5th over,
End of 5 overs. Total score to 40 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. ಎರಡನೇ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನ ಟಾಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಯೋಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೇವಿಯರ್ಸ್ ನ ಟೀಮ್ ಓನರ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಬುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ತಂಡದ ಟೀಮ್ ಓನರ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಟಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ.
R.K. Rahul opening his bowling account here at the end of the power play. That's caught the edge there. It goes across for a run. Very positive intent here from the batters, I must say, Meru, because like you said, they're not afraid to go after those runs and keep the scoreboard ticking, and not getting bogged down is the answer here. They have certainly wickets in hand. They can go for those enterprising shots, but what will ease the pressure is keeping those dots running, is keeping the singles running. Rather,
Well, to be honest, Arvind, the required run rate is slowly going out of their reach, and this time plays it straight to third man. Time to open some big shots, I would say.
absolutely. But just to counter your point a little bit, as long as you don't get away from you too much, I think they're mostly out of the red zone. Unlike Cricket NAKSHATRA, who really got bogged down in that middle passage of play. That's tossed full, driven Will it be a call for 2? Just a single here, I think. No, he gets across for 2.
Of course, the field is not showing a lot of composure, I would say. The bowlers, they're doing a part. They are bowling decent line and length, trying to restrict the batsmen, but of course, at the end of the day, they can't be everywhere on the field.
Absolutely. Again, that's pitched up wide, but will there be an extra? Not really. A puzzling call from the umpire again. Overall, pretty tame over from the batter's point of view. Rahul not really giving too much away. Good line there. Beats him in the flight. Ball dips and doesn't pick up again. Tries to slog it. But that's 2 dots in a row now.
A pretty economical over for Rahul here, and exactly what cricket Nakshatra required at this point.
Absolutely.
You always need these kind of bowlers to come and help the side to lift spirits. That could have been wide, but played by the batter. So ends your over off with a single. It's 45 for 1.
Bull squad ತಂಡದ ಟೀಮ್ ಓನರ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಹಾಗೆ ಶರತ್ ಸರ್
Well, this time it's played, and of course it reaches the boundary through the square leg region, and it will be another boundary for the Bajarangi boys. And a good start to the over for them. Exactly what they needed. It's been a while since they scored the last boundary, but yes, of course, it's a welcome boundary for them to ease that pressure. The captain himself scoring that. 80 runs from just 53 deliveries. We'll have to see whether they'll be able to chase down this total, or rather in a position whether they'll look like it. Goes to the back foot and punches it straight through the offside, and of course brilliant running between the wickets by these two batters. Not really hesitant in running that extra mile for them.
Yes, Sidhu. N1 Cricket Academy presents Television Premier League Season 4 in association with AVR Group. So, ಈಗ ಮೂರನೇ ದಿನದ ಎರಡನೇ ಪಂದ್ಯದ ಟಾಸ್ ಹಾಕುವಂತಹ ಸಮಯ. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಲಿಯೋಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೇವಿಯರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಬುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ತಂಡದ ಟೀಮ್ ಓನರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸರ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಲಿಯೋಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೇವಿಯರ್ಸ್ ತಂಡದಿಂದ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಸರ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಮಹೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಟೀಮ್ ಬುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ತಂಡದ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಮೋನಿಸ್ ಸರ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಶರತ್ ಸರ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಎಸ್, ಟಾಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದಕ್ಕೆ N1 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸರ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸಚಿನ್ ಅವರು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಅವರು. ಎಸ್, ಟಾಸ್ನ ವಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಬುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಗುರು ಅಂತ ಆಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಯುಗೋನ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್, ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅವ್ರು ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಬೌಲಿಂಗನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಏನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೊ ಮಚ್.
Total run 59 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Bajrangi boys need 70 runs in 48 balls.
Rahul continuing his spell. Had a good first over for him. Just 5 runs coming from it. Can you continue that same form that he showed in his first over? Right now, they desperately need a good over. The influential one, of course, to get them back on the driver's seat. Shot punches it away through the offside to deep extra cover. Just single on it.
Pretty slow turnover of overs, I must say. Certainly taking their time. Pretty nothing delivery, but well bowled to the field.
Trying to expose the face of the bat to find that gap that was available between cover and point.
And Absolutely, and
I'm still impressed by the way they are batting at this point.
but at the same time, I must say that Rahul has been pretty economical, and his overs, should he finish all three?
But the question remains when he should bowl, because he only has another over after this one. Will he continue his spell along the overs that are coming, or will the skipper save him for the death overs if there's a stage where this could be a thriller?
I think certainly he should bowl out his overs immediately, because it's a 15 over game, and pretty economical over from him. That's pitched full, could have been the dismissal of the day, but not to be.
Well,
Very,
good
very
effort.
eager.
Could have gone over the boundary, but still, it's a chance missed. But again, did save 5 runs from it.
Yeah, poor shot selection over there. He saw long on waiting at the ready to take that catch, but it was a pretty difficult assignment for him. But Swastik certainly very fortunate operator today. That's up in the air. Will that be taken? No, falls into no man's land again. Long on having a very difficult day. Comes back for 2 runs again. Good running between the wickets. Like you said, Binidu, very eager to score runs, aren't they? Not looking
Yes.
to get bogged down. Very positive brand of cricket that they're playing, if aggressive.
It's pretty rare because we didn't see much of this intent from other teams, actually, to be honest, in my opinion, who played so far in this tournament. They're taking quite the time here to bowl those last few deliveries and to get the game going, because we already wasted a couple of good minutes.
Absolutely. Batters at the crease would do well to remember that they are
At the end of 8 overs, total score 64 runs for the loss of 1 wicket.
Well, this time it's crunched, but there's protection out there at long on. Will just be a single. Couple of big shots coming from these two batters right now, but not really being effective. The outfield, I would say, it's looking pretty slow compared to the days we had here. And this time connects it well. Almost the same area, but the result he wanted. And that's one bounce into the rope.
Srinivas coming in back. Pitched full and wide. That's cleared his legs and they'll farm the strike for another single. Good head on their shoulders, it must be said. They've eked out those opportunities where necessarily there wouldn't have been a run otherwise. Already turning out to be pretty expensive, Varun, in his outing.
Still have 3 deliveries to turn things around.
Just driven outside off.
Well, looking at the way they're batting and rotating the strike, I would say the fielders inside the 30-yard are pretty much useless at this point, because every time they hand the ball to the fielder, they have already crossed the line.
Absolutely. I would say for a side defending a total of 129, they need to be much more proactive. Good fielding, but again, just none the wiser. Proactive fielding could stop the scoring of runs here, but Shetty and Swastik just a little bit too good as 2 runners. Srinivas coming in for the final delivery of this over. Glovesman once more asking the umpire for a dismissal.
Well, he's pretty excited, and
No,
now
futile.
he's pretty disappointed.
Yeah, 9 overs down, 72 for 1.
At the end of 9 overs, total score 72 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Lead 57 runs in 36 balls.
Well, like you said, Rahul is finishing off his spell here. The skipper, he doesn't want to take any risk. He's probably looking to grab any chances that could come by pretty soon. That's why Rahul once again is continuing his spell. Well, he should finish it off on a high if he wants his team. And that's gone all the way. And Shetty is not holding anything back. This time over the fielder at long on. Yeah, very well hit. Well timed. Perfectly middled, and of course the fielder can do nothing about it. And Rahul, it's the first boundary or a 6 that we have seen that he conceded.
Yeah, he was pretty economical, wasn't he, in his earlier 2 overs. Tries to change the line. That one's gained the edge on it. Slip takes that one. But again, they've crossed once more for a single. Very proactive scoring. Something you want to see from the Bajrangi boys, even though this target is within their reach.
Well, sometimes, the fielders can do nothing about it if the batsman's intent is pretty clear.
Absolutely. They're playing like they're chasing a target of 180. Giving away freebies now, not something they need to be doing.
Tried to bowl a leg spin there, I would say. Rolled his wrist. From this angle, I saw it as that.
Yeah, certainly. He's throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this one, trying to get that dismissal. It's his final over. That's well negotiated down the leg for another single. Again, farming the strike has been something really commendable between these two batters, Shetty and Swastik. Now, just slowly but surely getting up to that 100-run partnership. Shetty on 32. He's played a bit of an anchor role here. Swastik has been the bruiser in this innings, but both of them have been having a pretty healthy strike race. That's well managed, but fielder at long off takes that one.
And it's that man once again, Shetty. And this time he throws away his wicket. It was a brilliant partnership with the skipper, of course, but that comes to an end.
Absolutely. But if you take a look at the delivery there, rolls his wrist, plays it full, throws it, not a lot of pace on the ball at all, so it's very hard to clear that fielder. But he sensed that he was going for runs, and Rahul plays his card beautifully. And he has his first scalp, and Shetty walks, having scored 33 off of 22. Okay, that should serve to buoy their spirits certainly for Cricket Nakshatra.
Rahul, he's got a reward for his economical spell, to be honest. Once again, the play has come to a slight halt. But it's, of course, the man who scored a half century in one of the previous games, Vijay. Can he do it today as well? He's a proper all-rounder for this side. He's commendable with the ball as well. A left-arm fast bowler. And this time, plays it through mid-wicket, tries to sweep that one, but once again doesn't get the right connection. End of the over, 10 overs gone, it's 83 for 2.
At the end of 10 overs, total score 83 runs for the loss of 2 wickets, need 46 runs and 30 balls.
Vivan coming in to open his bowling account here. Just 30 deliveries left in this fixture. Current run rate just a touch below what is required of Bajrangi boys. They were scoring along pretty well. Shetty and Swastik were well settled at the crease, but that's thrown absolutely. But long off collects that one. Vijay off the blocks early on, looking to farm the strike here. Good intent from the new man at the crease. But they should be looking to up the pace, certainly.
Yes, of course. I mean, looking at the equation right now, 45 needed from just 29 deliveries. They know they have to tick the run rate at a drastic rate here if they want that vital win. Well, Nakshatra, I would say they have been clumsy in the field, but can they do that for another 5 overs?
Absolutely. My question is, why did they keep Vivan hidden in the wings for so long? But at the same time, that question can be answered with the simple logic of, look,
Well, that means they were pretty confident that they can drag this along until the last few overs.
absolutely. And drag they have, that's a call for a caught behind from the bowler, who is pretty confident in his skill. Very difficult to negotiate.
I would say, I mean, it's a good tactic to introduce a new bowler in the last few overs because the batsmen, they're not used to him. So it's kind of a surprise for them, and they don't know how to react to each delivery. It carries the unpredictability, of course. This time gets a connection, and they're calling for a second run, but will be happy with the single they took.
Yeah, absolutely. There are times when you need to hunker down and just get through a certain passage of play without looking to be too aggressive. Earlier we saw them farming the strike for singles and trying to convert the singles to twos, but now is the time where they really need to settle down and get a new partnership going. And Vivan has his man, takes the pace completely off, over pitches it full, and well. New man at the crease has to walk. Swastik left alone, all again bowling wicket to wicket here. If we can just get a replay over there, we can see that the release was quite high. Takes the pace completely off, completely misreads that ball and clambers onto the off stump.
And all of a sudden introduce him into the attack. Pays off well because they sent one of the most established batters in this side, Vijay, who scored a half century in Bajarangi boys' first game of the tournament as well. Well, it's all up to Swastik now, who is sitting comfortably at 42 runs. But it's been quite the conservative innings by him as well. Just trying to find those gaps. Haven't taken quite the risk in terms of getting his side over the finishing line. It's Suchet Shetty, the new batter out there in the middle, who's going to face Vivan last delivery. And once again, a brilliant delivery, good length. The batsman could do nothing about it. And of course, that's the end of the over. 11 overs gone, it's 85 for 3. The current run rate is not looking really healthy here. 44 needed from just 24 deliveries, and the required run rate is asking too much from the Bajarangi boys at this point.
85 runs for loss of 3 wickets, need 44 runs in 24 balls.
Badkar coming back in. He's been relatively economical, taking a scalp as well, calling for the second, just gets the single on that one. Pretty good call to introduce him back into the bowling attack. Run rate just getting away from them now.
Not a good time for a new batsman to come out into the middle.
Shetty yet to get off the mark. Throws his bat at it, but that's an extra. Badkar
Well, they would take it. They would take anything at this point.
pretty good over turnover right now also. Game speeding up, which is always a good thing to see, because you have to remember there are 5 games scheduled for the grounds today. They will only make their lives easier. That's glance down the pad.
We're just cruising along to the final overs of this innings, and the Bajarangi boys, of course, they are in a desperate situation, trying to get some runs to their tally, but once again, Nakshatra, they've been successful in tightening the noose slowly.
Yeah, Swastik really needs to pick up the pace here. Just taking their time out on the outfield. This singular game has taken well over 2 hours because of the early obstruction in play as well. Badkar coming in. That's swatted down the leg. Long on, gets to it. And they will come back for a 2.
Plenty of good efforts near the boundary line, of course, from this side. As we said earlier, they should be more reactive to those singles and twos taken by these 2 batters, but at the same time, when it's needed from them, they are ready to put their body on the line to save those extra runs. And this time it's crunched. Is that a chance? And it's taken. And it's the skipper who has to walk back. Nakshatra once again putting them in a comfortable position to take this win. And the Bajarangi boys, they are just digging their own graves at this point. Another wicket fallen down, and Suffer, the most established batsman so far for this side. Now 2 new batters out there in the middle, Arvind. That's never going to be easy, of course.
Yeah, at one point the Bajrangi boys were looking well set and cruising on their way to victory, but now Nakshatra coming in from behind and grabbing the game from the scruff of the neck, taking in 2 scalps in quick succession. Manoj and Shetty will have a very difficult time negotiating this passage of play, because there is only 18 deliveries left more to go. Pretty tight over from Badkar. That's pitch short. Bounce catches Manoj unawares. Badkar once again with a good delivery to end the 12th. It's a call for run out and the leg side umpire
Well, another
has
wicket.
given the dismissal. I thought the ball was dead, but lack of composure from Manoj. He has been run out. If he could just get a replay of what happened.
Well, of course, that's pretty unfortunate once again, and of course, it almost looks like it's impossible for them to get over the line. Of course, well,
he does ground the bat.
yeah, that's pretty questionable, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty puzzling calls from the umpire this game. Not sure why they would have walked out. I would have thought they could have contested that, but time is of the interest here. But 5 wickets down in very dangerous waters here.
Well, if you're a Bajarangi Boys fan, then that's certainly the expression that they should show. Once again, brilliant decisions from the NAKSHATRA captain, introducing Vivan into the attack, finishing Rahul's over off, and who also took a wicket in his final over.
Yeah, Vivan has been a revelation, hasn't he? Just has looked to be a very, very threatening bowler. Keeps the pace low on that one, but well managed by the man at the crease for a single. Another almost by the glovesman. He has a good head on his shoulders, certainly. Chetan Vicky finding it very difficult to negotiate that delivery, but slaps this one into the deep offside. Just a singular run and he gets off the starting block.
Well, look at that required run rate, Arvind.
Pretty tough assignment. It's looking to be 14 deliveries left, 37 runs left to score, unless there are some still maximums on display in the next few minutes.
Do they have someone like
difficult.
Andre Russell in the arsenal?
Absolutely. Vivan so far has been super economical, only conceding 4 runs in his 2-over assignment. I think he will be bowling the death as well.
Well, of course, the tension is not just inside the grounds. The rest of the fans who are out there, a pretty good sight to see. Down the ground, and once again, that intent that was shown by Swastik and Shetty before, it's not clearly evident from these two batters who are out there in the middle, because that would usually be 2 runs if those 2 batters were out there. Oh, that's a good over by Vivan once again. Just 5 runs from his 2 overs ball. But he's proving out to be one of the key bowlers who can take this side.
And in the foreground,
The other team is warming up. The teams who are playing the next fixture, of course, we saw the toss earlier as well. Last 2 overs, 36 runs needed. And this time, will it go all the way? Yes, it will. That's a welcome maximum for the Bajarangi boys. That will definitely ease some pressure off their shoulders. And what a start by Chetan Vicky to this over, of course.
that was a bit of a gift, wasn't it, from Vicky? Quickly in the slot, gets down on one knee and clears it past the fielder.
Not a brilliant delivery of throws, too full. It was sent to the liking of the batsman, of course, and he grabbed that opportunity pretty well.
Quickly shuffles into the off stump and clears it.
Slower delivery, and of course they are coming back for 2. Good running. And the umpire will go upstairs to check the confirmation for a run out. Well, from this angle, the batsman looks like he has made his ground. But did the bails come out? Has he grounded his bat? That's the question. And of course, it's going to be called a not out. So 2 runs to the tally of the Bajarangi boys, and they will be able to keep their wicket as well. But they need more than that, of course, considering the fact that just the last 10 balls are to be bowled here. And they are needing more than 25 runs, 28 runs exactly. Shetty, he has got going, but with just 8 deliveries, he needs to do a miracle in order to get this team over the finishing line. And that's gone. Deceived through the flight. Once again, slower. And the wickets are continuing to tumble. And another batsman walks out to the dugout once again. And Varun Srinivas gets his first of the day. Yeah, brilliant delivery once again. Brilliant line, brilliant length. And you got to appreciate the ability of him to take that pace off through the flight, deceiving the batsman. Well, an impact player coming on to the field. Sagar Puranit. Will he have an impact? Of course. That's the reason he's been sent out into the middle. But can he show the reason why he was sent out in the first place? And that's time. It's up in the air. Is that a chance? Just falls short of the fielder at deep mid-wicket. Couple of desperate attempts to score are coming out of the bats of these 2 batters in the middle. Right now they need something. they wouldn't mind even if it doesn't make the right connection, but at least if they get the result they want. And of course that's doesn't middle it properly, an outside edge to third man. It could have been a chance if he was committed to it, but in the end it just falls short. Impact player Puranik's on strike. Last delivery of the over. And of course once again a brilliantly bowled over. A brilliantly bowled delivery to end the over off as well. So 14 overs are gone. Just an over left in this innings. Bajarangi boys 103 for 6.
At the end of 14 overs, total score 103 for the loss of 6 wickets, need 26 runs in ball.
Vivan of course finishing the innings. And this time it's crunched away. It's a boundary. A welcome boundary for the Bajarangi boys. And what a way to start off the innings. Using the pace of the ball. Again, just wider outside the off stump. Just cuts it away through the point region. The fielders near the boundary line, they couldn't do anything with it due to the pace of the ball. A good start to the over. Of course, the required run rate being almost 26 in this final over. A swing and a miss, a dot ball once again. Something they can't afford in this final over. But Chetan Vicky, the responsibility is on him. And this time, it's high in the air. Once again, falls short of the fielder. At long off, but again will be a couple. So it's going to be 2 runs. Well, it's actually a single. And right now, I mean, it's looking mathematically impossible. And that could be the game for NAKSHATRA. 21 runs from 2 balls. It is possible, but it's pretty rare that we have seen that many runs being scored with just 2 deliveries, unless the bowler makes a mistake of bowling no balls or wides. Moves to the offside, plays it through the mid-wicket region, but once again just a single. Well, Vivan, he's living up to his expectations, living up to the expectations of the captain. And it's going to be the final delivery that would seal their victory. And of course, just a single, but not enough. And that's the game. Cricket NAKSHATRA winning this game comfortably in the end. Like I said, any total is defendable if you have the decent line and length and some bowlers who can turn up at crucial times. And Vivan certainly did that alongside Rahul as well. So NAKSHATRA winning by just 18 runs, restricting the Bajarangi boys to just 110 runs. Of course, a really commendable effort by this side.
Yeah, Cricket NAKSHATRA were really let down by their batting efforts, but on the bowling front they did everything right, restricting the Bajarangi boys and slowing down the scoring. End of the day, they have won by 18 runs, and what a magnificent defense of a low total. This has been a low scoring thriller by the very definition of the game.
The bowling sides of both teams did pretty well, Arvin, I would say. But in the end, NAKSHATRA, they did the basics right, more than the BHAJARANGI boys. Well, what a good start to a day of cricket. Of course, these are the highlights of the innings. The BHAJARANGI boys. Well, this was the first wicket of Dilip Gowda. Didn't middle it properly at all. Just pretty unfortunate of him to go back. Then couple of shots were played along the ground, timing those gaps. Like I said, it took some time for the fielders to react properly, I would say, to back the bowlers. Swastik and, of course, Shetty forming up a wonderful partnership. They were pretty efficient with their shot selection. Of course, a misfield we saw a couple of times in that same area. And this was the second misfield that happened in that exact same region. These two batters, they went along, and for a while it looked like they would build up a brilliant partnership to cruise the BHAJARANGI boys to a comfortable victory. Again, a missed opportunity, but a well-stopped one. Tries to go down the ground. This time it was a valiant effort. Then this was the start of the collapse of the lineup. The batters, they were pretty unfortunate in not being able to get the runs they required, when the team required as well. And this was once again a questionable call in my opinion, but it's a run out given by the leg side umpire. Few late hits coming on, but in the end still it wasn't enough, because NAKSHATRA, they had the perfect reply every time they were hit back. This was the first boundary of the last over, but in the end it was not enough for BHAJARANGI boys to chase down the total. A really good bowling performance from Cricket NAKSHATRA. We saw a halt in the game after the first 3 overs were bowled. It looked like there was a question of whether this game was about to be proceeding in those coming overs, but in the end it did, and Cricket NAKSHATRA, they actually walked the walk according to the and Cricket NAKSHATRA winning by 18 runs.